Tonight on DC News Now, a man killed in a crosswalk and 3 others hurt at a multi-vehicle crash near the White House. The investigation into how this happened.
Protesters gathering in the district to rally against ICE agents killing a woman in Minnesota.
We came out here to directly confront ICE, to stop ICE from being able to kidnap our neighbors.
The outrage that drove some to show up for this impromptu demonstration.
We're still tracking that spring feel out there in the next couple of days, and then our next best chance for rain arriving by the end of the week. More details coming up.
Cameras are good. If you can't drive under the speed limit, don't drive.
Controversy in the district. Why the feds are looking to hit the brakes on DC's traffic cameras.
The trouble brewing for a local coffee shop chain, forcing Compass Coffee to file for bankruptcy.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. We are following that developing news out of the district. This is a multi-car crash just blocks from the White House, killing 1 person and hurting 3 others. And take a look at some of this video from the scene earlier tonight, and you could see the White House in the distance there. Police telling us a car was driving down on 16th Street right near L when the driver hit and killed a man in the crosswalk, and you could see the mangled up cars. Then that car went in to slam into several others.
DC News Now's Ben Dennis has stayed on top of the crash, joining us live tonight. And Ben, still a lot of unanswered questions.
That's right. And tonight, D.C. police say they're investigating whether or not there was a police chase that led up to all of this. They did go on the record and say that that driver who was going south on 16th Street before they hit that man in the crosswalk and killing him was speeding. Here's a look at the scene right now. Many of the cars that were involved hit by that suspect, well, they have been cleared from the scene, but still some mangled metal, broken glass on site. Here's some video from earlier. Police say they showed up around 3:50 this afternoon. They found 5 cars with damage and that man who presumably lying in the roadway. They tried to save his life, but that was unsuccessful. This is just several blocks north of the White House along 16th Street at L. Police say the driver was speeding down 16th and hit that man and 4 other cars outside of the Washington Hilton, the Capitol Hilton. After the crash, we're told someone got out of that speeding vehicle, tried to run off, but police quickly put them into custody. What we don't know is whether that was the suspect behind the wheel or someone who was a passenger. Police said that they're still investigating exactly who that person is. As we come back with live images on scene again, these couple of cars will still have to be towed before 16th Street is reopened for drivers, though sparse at this hour, will be able to commute to and from where they need to go. The identity of the person who was taken into custody is unknown, as is the man who lost his life. In Northwest, Ben Dennis, back to you.
Yeah, such tragic news there. Ben, thanks. Meanwhile, let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Jackie Layer.
Oh my goodness, Jackie, what a beautiful day today.
Yeah.
And if we didn't get a chance to go outside, we still have tomorrow.
Yeah, we do. I mean, it won't be quite as warm tomorrow, but still above normal for this time of the year. So still at least 10 degrees above normal for this time of the year tomorrow afternoon. But look at these high temperatures we had today. Low to mid 60s for a good chunk of the area. Along and south of 66, we were well into those 60s, including DC at 63 for that high, mid upper 50s farther off towards the north. Overall, the main theme today was that we are well above normal for this time of the year. Temperatures out there right now, we're still holding right at 50 degrees in DC, but elsewhere we are dropping back in those 40s, even some 30s on the map already. Middle 30s out towards Culpeper, lower 40s down towards Fredericksburg, mid upper 40s farther off towards the north. But overnight tonight, under mainly clear skies, calm winds, temperatures will drop, likely mid to upper 30s overnight and into your Thursday morning commute. So anticipate that you will need that heavier jacket as you're stepping out the door tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, we're back in those middle 50s out there for tomorrow afternoon. It's not quite as warm as the day today, but hey, still above normal for this time of the year because typically we should be into those middle 40s. So we'll take this for our Thursday. Now Friday, a little bit warmer, but we are tracking our next chance for rain. I'll go over the details and timing of those showers coming up.
Our following breaking news out of Minnesota tonight. An ICE agent shot and killed a woman in Minneapolis.
Federal investigators calling it an act of self-defense, while the city's mayor says it was reckless and unnecessary. We're also seeing a disturbing video showing the moments the immigration officer opened fire.
Now, we do want to warn you, the images are intense, but we did pause the video right before that shooting. can see here, multiple unmarked cars pull up to the scene. Officers get out, demanding that driver open the door, and one officer even tries grabbing the handle. That's when the driver puts the car in reverse quickly and then tries driving off. You can hear someone there yelling. An ICE officer standing in front of the vehicle pulls out his weapon, fires at least 2 shots into the SUV, and jumps back as the car moves towards him. It's not clear yet from the video if that SUV actually hit him.
Minneapolis is seeing a whole surge of federal agents as part of the Trump administration's latest immigration crackdown. The city's mayor is accusing them of sowing chaos in the streets and wants them gone.
To ICE, get the f*** out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
President Trump releasing a statement on social media calling the victim a professional agitator who was trying to run over the ICE officer, and writes the agent is currently recovering at the hospital.
And crowds of protesters gathering at the scene there in Minneapolis for hours now. You can see them shouting at officers, and on the right side of your screen, even throwing snowballs at them. Law enforcement was then seen spraying tear gas on some of these protesters.
There was also an impromptu rally in the district in response to the ICE agents killing the woman there in Minneapolis. Now, they started over at Hancock Park and then marched to Homeland Security's headquarters here. The protesters saying they don't want what happened in Minneapolis to happen here in the DMV, and they say they plan on stopping ICE agents from taking away their neighbors. They're pushing for local officials to also stop helping immigration officials.
To anybody who's watching what's going on in the country right now, who's seen the way they killed Renee Good in Minneapolis, just shot her down, executed her in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the day, we say come out, get into the streets. We're building a movement to create a DC where everyone can get their needs met, and there's no later, there's only now.
Again, federal officials are accusing the driver of using her car to try to run into those ICE agents. And coming up in our next half hour, we're going to take a look at how lawmakers are responding to this deadly incident and the actions they are calling for. That's coming up in our next half hour.
Meanwhile, we have an update tonight on the D.C. pipe bomber investigation. Federal investigators say Brian Cole Jr. has now been indicted. He is accused of planting explosive devices outside both the Democratic and Republican National Committee headquarters in Washington the night before the January 6th riots. The new federal indictment includes charges related to transporting explosives across state lines and attempting to use them. Now their pipe bomb detonated, Cole remains in jail until trial.
Now to an intense house fire in Maryland that kills a family's dog and really just guts their home, as you can see here. Volunteer firefighters in Charles County rushing to the scene Monday afternoon. They say the flames moved from the basement and up to the roof, causing it to collapse. You could see it's just gutted. There were several complications as well, including ammunition that was stored in the garage and no hydrants in the area. Firefighters had to bring in additional tankers to the scene, and the investigation is now ongoing into what started the fire.
Well, there are likely many drivers across the district cheering on this news. The feds looking to get rid of the city's traffic cameras, that according to Politico. It reports the U.S. Department of Transportation is looking to prohibit cameras in the nation's capital. DC News Now's Mario Carbone speaking with officials weighing in on this debate.
The fines for these cameras can be hefty, anywhere from $100 to $500, depending on the offense. But D.C. leaders argue that these cameras, including this one here on U Street, are an important tool for holding dangerous drivers accountable. Across the district, the hundreds of automated traffic cameras are known to cause a headache.
Yes, and ouch.
But for many drivers and pedestrians alike, they're an important safety tool.
People who live in this city and work in this city, they know where the cameras are and they slow down.
I think we should enforce it even more. Cameras are good. If you can't drive under the speed limit, don't drive.
Still, the federal government is trying to hit the brakes on the program. According to a report by Politico, a U.S. Department of Transportation proposal sent to the White House would prohibit the operation acceleration of automated traffic camera enforcement in the District of Columbia.
It is really concerning.
Councilmember Charles Allen chairs DC's Transportation Committee.
For the first time, we've seen a 52% reduction in traffic injuries and deaths, and that's because we're finally holding accountable dangerous drivers, and automated traffic enforcement is part of that strategy.
DC currently has 546 cameras enforcing the speed limit, red lights, stop signs, and more. The cameras rake in big bucks for DC. In a 6-month period between October 2024 and March of 2025, DC issued more than 1.5 million tickets, amounting to more than $176 million in fines.
And 9 times out of 10, when someone gets a ticket, they slow down, they drive more safely.
Allen argues it's not about the money, though that's part of holding a driver accountable. For drivers,
they are an excellent source of revenue. After all, automobiles are a privilege, not a right.
In a statement, the U.S. Department of Transportation tells me it is constantly reviewing policy options and other transportation matters. Now, for this to actually happen, it needs to be put into legislation and then voted on and passed by Congress. Past attempts to do this have failed. Reporting in Northwest D.C., I'm Marielle Carbone, D.C. News Now.
And D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser releasing a statement saying removing ATE cameras would endanger people in our community. To read her full statement, you can head to our website, dcnewsnow.com, and search traffic cameras.
There are big plans for the site of an old hotel in Northern Virginia. Developers have unveiled a proposal to build housing, park space, and a new hotel on the land where the Key Bridge Marriott once stood. The layout includes more than 1,700 residential units across 5 buildings and a 200-room hotel. The redevelopment is considered an extension of Gateway Park, which the county envisions converting into a whole network of green spaces, pathways, and sweeping panoramic views of the Potomac.
Roslyn is just a great area, and it continues to grow and expand, and larger companies are coming in, so I think the more that we can build it up, the better.
The developer of the project wants to pour hundreds of millions of dollars into this site and filed a zoning application 2 weeks ago with the county.
Metro saying crews will be out working on part of the Green Line over the weekend. WMATA says shuttle buses will replace trains between Fort Totten and Greenbelt. Workers will be replacing cables and cross ties. The trains will start running once again on Monday.
WMATA is also celebrating its work to keep riders safe. The agency says it saw the lowest level of crime in its history this past year. We're talking now since 2023, there's been a 55% decrease in crime.